girl. Hi. And how goes in Auntie Maim's little world this evening?
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Have you heard about the Grand Theft Auto 6 basically taking place in where I live, which is so weird. The trailer for it came out
in Plantation.
No, all over. So dear listeners, if you don't know, Grand Theft Auto is a video game. The trailer that everybody's been waiting for came out for Grand Theft Auto 6, and they literally just turned Miami into a video game. Basically the Miami experience in video game form.
Fantastic.
And it looks ridiculous.
Are you gonna play it?
No. But the trailer was great. I love the trailer. It's like a reminder of like, this is why I'm here.
So girl. Today I had a new person start in my group. She's a sister.
I'm feeling good from my head to my shoes. Ooh. Know where I'm going and I know what to do. Ooh. I've tried up my point of view. I got a new attitude.
Girl, she came in today. She came in. I've never actually like seen her in person because the interview was online. Yes. She's stacked. Like she is fit.
Yes, girl. Yes.
She was wearing some tight ass black pants, a little gray hoodie. Her wig was all the way down her back in a ponytail.
Like three H's there.
And girl, the baseball cap on her head that in cursive said, "Hella fine."
Oh, is that your new best friend? I'm replaced. Dang it, I'm replaced. That was a long way of saying I'm replaced.
However, I did just describe your next drag look.
Yeah, you're gonna get that hat tomorrow. She get it at the Rainbow? I bet she got it at Rainbow.
Girl, I don't know.
City trends.
Oh, city trends. Girl, city trends. There's a city trend. I think there's city trends in Statesville now.
Girl, you would love that store.
Back where the goodies used to be.
Oh, goodies. Mm-hmm. Did they go bankrupt too?
I don't know.
They all seem like they all just go bankrupt now.
I don't know.
I mean, usually when a store disappears from Statesville, that's not indicative of their overall success, but you know.
Goodies department store. Yeah, there's one that shows up in Virginia.
Is it just like that last Kmart?
No, it's in Kingstree, South Carolina.
Of course it is. Maybe it's an independent goodies.
It opens at 11 a.m. tomorrow, girl. We can go get our goodie needs.
I mean, now that I think about it, Goodies, it was basically just like a rebranded Stein Mart, technically.
Girl, it's now owned by brandx.com.
That doesn't sound at all ominous.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, wait, no. That must be a different Goodies because it did go bankrupt.
No. It's like, I think that Brand X is the same people that like owns Radio Shack.
Oh.
Like that keeps things online for like Radio Shack and stuff. Oh no. She's found something.
It was just, I brought the Wikipedia up and it said brands exclusively found at Goodies include Valerie Stevens, Signature Studio, Sun River, Rustic Blue, Rebecca Malone.
Ooh, who? I wish it was Rebecca Black, right? Like her Friday line.
Oh my gosh, who's that coat? Rebecca Malone. It's like, oh, okay, girl, do it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The fringe and the embroidery. Who knew they could work together like that?
Rebecca Malone.
And you turn around and there's a puff paint flower. What? in sparkle puff
Wow.
paint. How much did
How
you
did they do that? How
spend?
did they mass produce that? How is that possible? It's so much artfulness. How do they reproduce art this well? I don't understand.
The real reason they went bankrupt was they had spent too much on their cheap ass clothing.
Fake. The glitter puffy paint pandemic.
Oh my glob.
Blame the environmentalists.
Oh
it's their
my
fault.
glob. Dear listeners, we're a little punchy. We're recording this stuff during the week. We
I'm a lot
tried.
punchy.
We tried. We failed, but we tried.
Girl, I'm
Are you okay, girl? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I should have not looked up this brand X though.
What do they have? What do they make?
Girl, it's a weird little website. It says your neighborhood department store is back. Our legacy store footprint, 1,076 legacy stores. Their legacy stores are Gordman's,
Okay.
Goodies, Bergner's, Bon Ton, Carson's, like Peebles, girl. They bought Peebles.
Peebles, girl, Peebles. We had one of them in the Statesville Mall. It took over Spain hours.
The thing is so funny about this is like, wow, this is a really weird endeavor. So essentially they bought all of these old stores and they're all just going to come back somehow. Like you go to their website and it says coming soon and it has all of the store names listed again. It's very weird. Very, very weird. So, good for you, Goodies. I'm glad you're going to make a comeback, girl. Maybe you'll be like a Marshall's competitor. You know, I need somewhere to go get my my various.
But you're Rebecca Malone. Girl, speaking of Rebecca Malone, did you know that we have a Patreon? Dear listeners, if you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw us some money. Hey, Maim. Maim, did you know that Rebecca Malone supports our podcasts? We have 2 more.
I was going to spit it out. That's why I had to stop talking because I was going to spit.
That's right. Maim always swallows. We have You Slay Me, our Murder, She Wrote podcast, and Maim, we have Over the Moon, which is our moonlighting podcast, which we need to record another one of. We're doing that this week.
We are.
Either tomorrow or Thursday. We haven't decided which yet. But
probably Thursday.
But if you sign up to be a patron, you get to see us in the lightest of drag recorded.
The lightest of drag. So light.
Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Maim. Did you know that we have merchandise?
Stop it.
That's right. If you go to MimsMaim.com, you can buy something at Maim. I've also thrown at the bottom of that some charities. Oh, that's a little too tight. There we go. Some charities. Because tis the giving season.
It is, honey. You better give to these charities rather than the Red Cross with their homophobic ways.
They aren't homophobic anymore, girl.
Are they not?
No. What? No. It's
not the Red Cross. Is it which one is the
Salvation Army?
That's the one.
Like the Red Cross was homophobic for a while because of HIV and AIDS.
Oh, were they? See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They basically said, only gay people can get HIV and AIDS. But now they're just slut shaming. They're like, well, as long as you're in a monogamous relationship, you can give it. But if you're
nice
having sex with anybody, you can't.
I'm glad that they have that illusion.
Do you know what I love, Maim?
You love a 5-star review.
I do, Maim. I do. 5-star reviews, really.
Ooh, yeah. Right there.
Yeah. They do a little of this. And a little of this, and some of that, and a little of this, and a whoa.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. They do all of that and more, Maim.
Reach arounds? What?
Oh, God. We actually got a new 5-star review for our moonlighting podcast from another moonlighting podcast that loves us, so we're loved.
Yeah, we're loved by our fellow moonlighters.
We are. Maybe at one point we'll actually do a crossover.
Oh, wow. That will be amazing.
It will be, but we'll have to see, right? Because the thing is, dear listeners, and it's no offense, moonlighting podcast, if you listen to this, but we're lazy.
Are we?
Yes. It's not you, it's us.
It's always us. It's true, actually. It's constantly us.
Constantly us. This is season 5, episode 8, Nowhere to Run.
I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. And that's Marjorie. Just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the light went out in Georgia. The light went out, the light went out, the light went out, the light went out. And that is the night the light went out in Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
Now, girl, we're at Sugarbakers.
Sugarbakers.
And Anthony needs somebody to watch Amadeus, who's his fish.
Oh, that's
and
sweet.
I want you to rock me, Amadeus. Amadeus, Amadeus. Amadeus, Amadeus, Amadeus. Amadeus, rock me, Amadeus. Ich war ein Superstar, war so populär, war extra genau, das hat das Flair. Yeah. Thank you, Falco.
What a weird time that was.
I believe he was killed by being hit by a car in the Caribbean.
Falco?
Let's see here. See how much I remember my 80s. Falco hit by car.
I've been hit by your love, and it's all that it seems. So much happier now belongs to me.
So he died of severe injuries 13 days before his 41st birthday when his Mitsubishi collided with a bus on a road linking the towns in Dominican Republic.
Good gosh.
Yes.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oof.
Sorry I just brought this podcast down, but Julia's going to watch The Fish.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, isn't that a quirky part of the show to start this off?
Yeah, isn't it quirky? She's a quirky girl, this show.
See, quirky Anthony and his fish, that's quirky.
That's
it's almost like
quirky.
Suzanne and her pig, but this is
quirky.
a fish.
It's quirky. Well, Mary Jo's here.
Well, hi, Mary Jo.
Quentin's teacher had to have a conference because he's been complaining of a stomach pains just for a test.
Oh.
And then he said that Ted was going to move to the White House to be Dan Quayle's personal physician.
Oh, is Dan Quayle trans?
You made the joke better. Because Ted is a gynecologist. Not only does the vice president not live in the White House.
Yes, that's right.
But he is also a man at this point.
There you go.
Unlike
deciding women giving you history lessons on top of biological lessons.
Dear listeners, if you did not know, Mamala is the first woman vice president. Dear listeners, if you did not know, we have not had a female president. All right. So Mary Jo feels like she's in a rut.
Didn't we have one of these before? Another
Yes.
episode kind of like this before.
We did.
Okay.
We did. She's like, we even sit in the same place. And Suzanne's just like, I'm not giving up my spot on the sofa.
That's right. She already fought a lady for it.
Fought an elderly woman for it.
And she lost.
And
but,
she lost.
Yes.
Well, Mary Jo just doesn't feel like she does anything fun anymore. I mean, she was on Ghostbusters, and then her career just sort of plateaued from there.
Now she's young Sheldon's grandmother.
She's young Sheldon's grandmother, not the not Christian one, right? She's.
I've never watched the show.
She's the. I watched. Oh God, my mother just leaves on sitcoms. For hours. I'm always thankful whenever it's not Everyone Loves Raymond or The King of Queens. Because I'm not everyone, because I don't like Raymond. And The King of Queens he's fat.
There's the joke.
Yeah, and she's got to deal with him.
Poor Leah Remini.
I mean, there is also Mike and Molly come on too, which is, oh my God, they're fat.
CBS, everybody's fat.
So, where was I going with this? Oh, I'm a little thankful whenever it's young Sheldon, because it's okay. Like it's okay. They don't shame him for being autistic.
Oh, I didn't know that Sheldon was autistic. I've never watched Big Bang Theory.
It's autistic coded. How's that?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and in a very bad way.
I think I watched like 5 minutes of it once, and the audience or the laugh track was going crazy, and I was like, I don't understand what's so funny. That was it for me.
You were finally outwitted.
Whoa, that didn't seem like it was going to be possible. I don't know what to do with myself right now. What?
Girl.
Who am I?
Girl, just go put some mayonnaise on some French fries. You'll be okay.
My reflections of who I am inside.
Yes, Christina. Yes. Yeah. Girl, her tickets in Vegas are like $300 a pop.
That's not awful. Is it?
For Christina Aguilera?
I don't know how much tickets like that would be.
Well, how popular do you think Christina Aguilera is currently?
I'm gonna guess.
Is she as popular as Britney Spears or Adele?
No.
Okay, then there you go.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as someone's there loving her.
I mean,
I still think that justice for some of her albums that I'm to this day don't understand how they weren't more popular than they were, because they were good.
She is the more talented singer, of that time, of the female singer. She is the most talented one of that time, right? Like,
but it's just so weird sometimes when it goes even into our show, right? Like how much sexism and slut shaming and everything. Because if I think about like 3 or 4 of her albums, they were magnificent albums, but because that was still like dirty Christina time period, it was like, oh, well, she's just all about sex. I'm like, no, she moved past that like 4 years ago, everybody. And that was just another, she'd go through her phases like all the other pop stars.
I still remember at the Grammys, her tribute to, oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I've lost his name. It was right there. Right there. Right.
James Brown.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the performance where she reminded everybody that she's that bitch?
Yes, yeah. Exactly. Yes. It was so
And I was
good.
sitting there like, there's no reason that the girl should not be. Like, other than slut shaming, there's really no reason why she shouldn't be just as big as the rest of them. Because, she has the pipes.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mary Jo feels like she doesn't do anything fun, and Charlene says it's single mom burnout. She's got an article about it, and it suggests that she eats some leafy greens she does a little exercise and she gets her aura calibrated or something, massaged or whatever.
Oh, I had that happen once.
Yeah,
It was painful.
did you grab some of the crystals?
I gotta talk about.
Do you have more crystals?
Did we get more crystals since last we talked? Yes. I think so.
Where are you storing them now?
They're all over the house.
Okay.
They're in the den, they're in the living room, they're in the kitchen.
You know what you should do? You should just, like, in the pool area, put some shelves with crystals on them so the light can catch them and just reflect everywhere.
That actually would be kind of cute.
I know your husband won't be into it, but it would be.
Oh, you're right. Who am I?
I believe their song you're trying to sing is "Nobody's Supposed to Be Here." Nobody supposed to be here. Ooh!
Girl, I ain't done that in a while at karaoke. Nobody. Go see the Wiz, everybody. Our favorite Deborah Cox is playing Glenda the Good Witch.
Is she right now?
Yes, girl.
I didn't know that. Look at her.
I
Look
know
at
for
her.
real. I'm proud of our little Canadian Whitney Houston. That's basically what she is.
I know.
She's Canada's version of Whitney Houston.
Is she a lesbian too?
I don't think so.
Because that's a thing that like it's
no, I know that's a thing now. It's canon.
It's canon. It's canon. Well, Mary Jo sees that's the wrong mouse. Mary Jo sees jog. I have two mice. One for my work computer. One for my play computer. And this is the play computer, girl. This is
hey, play computer. They're like play cousins. Mm-hmm.
Right behind you is men.com. Just throwing that out.
Oh, God.
I put you in front of my salad, girl.
Lord, I thought I could feel something behind me.
Girl, you ain't felt anything behind you in years. That's called preparation. That's called preparation.
Mm-hmm.
Always be ready for what's behind.
ABR, Henry. ABR. If you always be ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Oh my God. I'm so tired. Anyway. So Mary Jo sees these joggers jogging down the Chattahoochee. Ain't nothing but a hoochie coochie.
We lay rubber on a Georgia asphalt. I do that at karaoke whenever there's a lot of rednecks that come in, just because watching a brown person with a beard and drag do that song it affects them.
I'm sure it does.
Why is this happening?
I'm sure it does.
You're like, something's wrong here. I don't understand. Something's wrong.
God, you start doing some Garth.
I do Garth sometimes too.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's your husband think about that?
Oh, he never comes to karaoke. So.
You said you do Garth and you just let that joke go. And okay.
Girl, I ain't even touching that mess. You ain't trying to get the Grand Ole Opry on my butt. They're gonna show up here picking it and shit.
And so Suzanne's like, why do they always have that goofy smile when they're running? And Charlene's like, it's endorphins. Is it Flipper? And she tries to explain what endorphins are and just ends up by saying, how you feel when you put on one of your crowns, Suzanne.
And that works.
Yeah. And Mary Jo's like, you know what? I'll try it. Suzanne's like, you want me to lend you one of my crowns? No, she's going to go jogging and she's going to have Julia try to come along.
Wow.
She first asked Suzanne, and Suzanne's like, no, I've had my period for 5 years straight to avoid PE, so I don't think I'll be doing that. Don't you wish we could have had our periods to avoid PE, girl?
I wish I could have done anything to avoid PE.
Because, like...
It was, although, for elementary PE, it really was just us standing outside being catty.
And it was fun because we didn't have to change, right? Like, it wasn't until 8th grade.
Until high school.
No, 8th grade we had change, too.
We changed in 8th grade? Oh, my God, you're right. We did change in 8th grade.
Because, and I was like, this is so uncomfortable, and I hate this.
Yeah. That's... Yeah.
Yeah,
No. Dear listeners, if you have kids that are uncomfortable about things, listen to them occasionally, please.
Yeah, changing in front of other people in American culture is very weird. It is. Like, we aren't Japanese. They, get into a hot bath and lickety split to do public nudity, whatever. That's their culture. Mm-hmm. Ours is very puritanical.
Shame. Yeah. It's effective until it isn't, and then they're like, why are you being so weird? You taught me to be weird about my body.
Yep. You're too big, too small, too round, too white, too black, too this, too that. Your balls are too small, too big.
I'm not too small. I'm not too... There's a song for everything. There's a song for everything.
There is. Oh, God. Where are we at?
They're about to start jogging.
So Julia is going to join her.
Aww.
So it's a little bit later on, and Amadeus is not looking so good, girl.
Oh, no. What's wrong with him?
Julia was supposed to be watching him, but Mary Jo and Julia have been jogging a lot.
Oh, that's not bad, right? This is good.
She's just been running around in her sweatpants, and Suzanne doesn't understand it because she herself does not perspire. So I actually know somebody who does not perspire.
What do you mean?
I know somebody that does not perspire. Like a friend of mine.
Really? Yeah. So, like, where does it go?
It doesn't happen. But, like, they may get a little tiny bit up here, but they overheat like that.
Holy crap.
Like, we went to yoga one time, and it was warm for me, right? It was like 70 degrees in there, 72 degrees. But we started going, and they were like, I need you to turn down this air a little bit because it is way too hot.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It seems like that would be dangerous in the long run, doesn't it?
It could be. Like, they can get overheated very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, that's why I don't do nothing right there. Just in case my sweat glands turn off right there.
Girl, I have seen you, and they do not turn off. Like, you don't get as gross as me because not many people do. I just remember being down in Florida like, I'm not built for this weather.
And you get used to it. You really do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. German people leave there because it gets too hot. They come down. Wow. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, look, it's beautiful. Let me spend money. Great. Goodbye. Too warm. Yeah.
That's true, actually, now that you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Germans do start coming back in about, like, February-ish, January-ish. Yeah, you're right.
And they probably leave by, like, March.
Yeah. That's when, like, the Australians start showing up.
I'm sure they're interesting, aren't they?
Some of them are pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
They're much more. They're even more common than you think they are in real life. Like, you watch them on TV and you're like, oh, everybody's so funny and whatever.
I know. I've met a few Aussies in my time.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wow, you guys are.
I have a friend that thinks that their accent makes them sound real dumb.
Really? Oh my.
Not me. You know, I'm a connoisseur.
are a thespian that sounds like an intelligent
I'm
lesbian.
a thespian. That's right. I'm an actor, girl. Actor. You may know me from my notable appearances in 1998.
You shouldn't giggle this much going over your own resume.
Oh God, Fiddler on the Roof that you may have seen at the Statesville High School.
It was
I played Laser Wolf, the butcher.
Oh my gosh.
There was improv because I didn't run lines.
No. Most of the cast didn't.
That was the most poorly girl. So I went to see a production of Frozen Junior. Frozen Junior is the Disney version of Frozen for high schools.
Okay.
That gets rid of most of the plot and is about an hour and a half runtime, so they can show it to kids and make money, basically.
Got it.
It's all the songs, very little plot. It was directed by a student who did fantastic.
Wow.
The previous show that I saw was not directed by a student, and it was not that good. It was directed by the teacher. It was not that good. But Frozen, Disney even sends you when they send you the books, they send you puppets. So they had an Olaf and a Sven puppet. Yeah, it was real good. Have you seen Frozen?
Yeah, I have seen that. Not two. I've seen one.
I mean, of course you haven't seen two. Did anybody watch two?
It made a lot of money.
Of course it did. Adina Menzel's rich now. Adele Dazeem. If you're listening to this podcast, because I'm sure you do.
She screams, "Let it go," as the ATM machine is like shooting.
Let
money
it go. Let it go. So Mary
this is such
Jo,
a linear episode, by the way.
Yeah, Mary Jo and Julia are. You don't have to give excuses far crazy. Mary Jo.
I just realized that. I realized in our banter just how cut and dry this episode is.
Oh yeah,
literally.
Yeah. Mary Jo and Julia are back from a run.
Oh.
And Mary Jo's falling apart, girl.
Wow.
Yeah.
In every possible way.
She's upset because a guy in a wheelchair passed her. But Julia corrects her because he's a handicapped marathoner.
Oh, nice.
Julia was talking to Davida, who is a very well-endowed woman.
Oh, come on, Davida, honey.
Yeah, she's got two giant honeydews in front of her, as Mary Jo puts it. And Mary Jo also wonders if she could play volleyball with herself. I know a couple of drag queens that are well-endowed with two giant honeydews in front of them.
I know a couple of drag queens that have watermelons in front of them. So,
I'd love a good watermelon.
You gotta wait, girl. They ain't ripe right now. You gotta wait.
I know. And apparently there's a recall on cantaloupe.
What's wrong with cantaloupe?
I don't know. I think it gives you E. coli, but it's the pre-sliced ones.
Lord Jesus.
I know. Dear listeners, if you're listening to this in the future, that's not true anymore. Dear listeners, if you're listening to this in the past, it's not true yet. What?
I don't know why. That tickled me so much.
So Julia takes Mary Jo to cool off, to jog a little bit and do a fast walk to cool off. And they are going to start doing 5 miles a day. Girl, I've got a very important question for you.
Yes.
Did you ever get a presidential Medal of Fitness, whatever it was, certificate thing?
I did get it one year, but I can't remember what year it was. It was like when I was in like peak soccer world. Yeah. But that was just the once, because the rest of the time, that's when the slow decline of asthma started kicking in.
I remember when they had us jog inside. I was like, I don't want to do this, so I just walked.
I mean, I do appreciate the fact that we had to pretend that was a big deal. Like everybody had to pretend like it was a really big deal to get that stupid certificate. Thank you, Hulk Hogan and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Was it Hulk and okay? I don't remember.
Those were our different spokespeople. Different years had different people. Hulk was 1 year. Schwarzenegger was 1 year.
I just remember when What's His Doodle came to our school. Who was the WJZI guy?
Oh, that guy.
He came with Hugo the Hornet, and it was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
We were a room full of kids that thought they were the most special kids in
because we had Hugo the fucking Hornet.
Yeah, like it was a big.
It was a huge deal.
WJZY TV 46.
And now Clue the movie. Yeah, okay, I'm good. I'm good for the next 3.5 hours. Oh God. Oh, yeah. Then afterwards, Star Trek. Okay, you know what? I'm here all day. I'm just here.
Yeah. By that point, I had to go to church. So
yeah,
Bible study.
It's true. It's true. God, you sure studied the Bible a lot.
I did back then.
Yeah.
Read it a lot. Read it a whole lot.
Do you still?
Not so much.
Okay.
I have other fantasy books I read.
Better watch out. Mama Maim's going to come through the radio and get you.
I'm just being funny.
I'm sorry, Mama Maim. I just called out your daughter's bullshit.
That's all you ever do.
So it's the next day. It's the next day, girl. It's the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony's carrying Mary Jo home. Well, we find out Mary Jo tripped over one of those mile marker things. She got treed by a German Shepherd, and then she threw up. Then she issues a racism about Japanese people.
Yes. They take a lot of pictures.
They do. Yes. Hey, which is one thing I will say. Have you ever seen or been in a place with a Japanese or Chinese style tour?
Yes.
Okay. They move.
I mean, we saw a bunch of them when we were in Hawaii.
They move very quickly.
They do.
See only the important things. Like
in
a museum, there's somebody speaking very quickly with a little thing in front of them, and they dash around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They were actually, we almost got hit by one of the vans because they were pulling out of the parking lot in one of the places, and they're like, I'm like, okay. Yeah.
We speaking of that, last night we watched the Bob's Burgers with the candy cane van that tries to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're watching all the Christmas and Thanksgiving episodes. Bob Burgers,
of course.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Christmas, the one that Billy Porter did, I wonder if that's on karaoke because I would love to sing that. The one where he plays like the drag queen one, Christmas lights or whatever, twinkly lights or
yeah.
Ooh, I need to find out if that's on karaoke or not because that's how I'm going to be opening up the show for the next karaoke, if it's there.
So Suzanne said, "Do you know what's the worst thing about all this? Julia's wearing a ponytail.
Oh, she does not have the right hair consistency for a ponytail."
And Charlene's like, she's reminding me of someone with that ponytail. I don't remember, don't know who it is, but she's reminding me of somebody.
Who is it?
We don't know yet.
No, don't know yet.
So Anthony is like, those runners look like fanatics. He starts telling a story about his dry cleaner and how they started measuring things and doing stuff and blah, 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 blah. And Julia shows up. She talks about all of the stuff that he did, and then followed it by she's getting ready to run a 10K. Now, girl, I don't know how many runners you've known, but they are that kind of fanatic sometimes.
I only know I don't really know a lot of people that do like endurance running like that.
Yeah, I know like one or two people, and they are often like measuring their like paces and their splits and their this, and they're like watching what they eat, and this and this and this and this and this and this and this.
That sounds like work.
I did at one time think about running a marathon.
Did you?
I did. I was running about 5K every day. I was like, I could probably grow this to a marathon. I could do that. I could do that. I got a pizza. I got pizza and a bottle of wine instead.
And that's her legacy.
Mm-hmm. It was back in the day too. So it was what's the cheap wine with the kangaroo on it? The kangaroo wine.
Oh, the Australian one.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the brand is though.
Oh, yes, you do. Kangaroo wine. What is it? Come on now. Come on, computer. Yellowtail.
Oh, that's what it's. Why is it called Yellowtail?
I don't know. Don't ask questions. It's got a little kangaroo on it though, because Australian. And I believe it's actually wine that's made from concentrate too, if I remember correctly.
They water it down?
No. They take grape juice, they water it up, and they ferment it, or something crazy. They've got a way of doing that. Yeah.
Mm.
Or they overproof it, then add water to it to bring it up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think that. Gosh, I haven't had wine in a long time.
I can't really drink red wine anymore, and I hate that.
Why?
Oh, girl. The GERD. GERD. I have to make sure I have a Tagamet well before. Otherwise, I will get nauseous and be in pain. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's not good. Not good.
Okay.
But I can drink white wine. I can do a little spritzer here and there. Nice little spritzer. But red wine, my love, my truth. Yeah.
Red wine, my truth. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. We're in a sporting goods store, girl.
Oh no. That's our least favorite place.
And I love a sporting goods store. I love a store that has things in it. But a specific store, like an Office Max that has office supplies, a sports store that has sporting goods, a Barnes & Noble that actually has books in it.
It's category specific stores.
The Container Store.
Right. So you're
Old
not into
Navy that has mislabeled clothing. It's the only store I can go in and be a medium and a 12X at the same time. And while you're waiting in line, the clothes just disintegrates in your hand. It's wonderful.
Who needs to diet? Stay there long enough, you'll be a medium.
A Bath and Body Works where it's like a store of scents.
I remember my Bath and Body phase.
Are you still in that?
No, I'm not.
Because that shit's bad for you.
No. Wait, why are they bad for you?
All that fragrance can't be good for you. All that fragrance.
Oh. Okay.
But you know what is fun to do? I don't know if you've ever done this before. If you take some plain vanilla ice cream, have you ever done this? Did you go to a Bath and Body Works?
It's ice cream.
Oh, that's right.
Ice cream.
So if you, dear listeners, if you do like ice cream and not
the look of frustration on your face right now.
If you do like ice cream, I suggest doing this. Get a small vanilla scoop and go into a Bath and Body Works and smell things and eat the ice cream at the same time, so you can taste it, what it tastes like.
How weird is that?
It really works with the cinnamon and the fruit. The fruits are actually kind of delicious with vanilla ice cream. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, taste is like 70% scent, so.
Yeah.
And they're said, especially when they had those over scented candles. Whew.
The very overpriced, over-scented candles.
We also did that with Yankee Candle too. Like the Macintosh one with the vanilla ice cream is delicious.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
you're welcome. I've given you an experiment. You could probably also do it with other plain things like yogurt covered raisins. Oh my god.
No, I mean, I would like to try it. Maybe I'll try it with like some vanilla, like almond ice cream, like the almond milk ice cream.
Or is it TCBY? It is the
country's
best yogurt.
We don't have those here. Are they still
No,
up there?
they are. They're still a thing. Some places they're in the airports, which you don't go to. Are you planning any more trips anytime soon?
Not any time before you get here.
Okay, I didn't know.
I don't think so.
Okay, I didn't know. Are you planning any next year? Maybe.
No.
Oh, well, you do this.
I guess I should.
Well, I've already got 2 planned, so I didn't know if you had any planned.
No, I mean, all of you seem to always have trips planned. All of my friends seem to always have trips planned, so I guess I should start doing that.
Well, no, here's the thing. I believe we've talked about this. Are you happy?
Sure.
Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied not going on trips? Do you feel content with your life?
I'm just so busy that I don't think about it. So I don't know if that's a good answer or a bad answer. But I'm so busy doing stuff constantly that I don't know.
Do you think about the stuff that you would be doing when you're away, like on trip? Like
Yeah.
So when you were in Hawaii, you were thinking about all the stuff that you'd be.
Yeah.
Okay, you may need therapy. So
I wasn't thinking about it like that though. Like I wasn't thinking about it from like a place of, oh my god, I wish. It was more like, oh yeah, let me check on this thing or let me check on this thing more than like that. It wasn't like I hate this. It was more just like, oh yeah, let me make sure about this thing. Like a post or something like that, just to like remind people that I wasn't being karaoke or you know what I mean, like stuff like that. Not so much like I hate being here and this is awful. It wasn't like that.
It's FOMO. Fear of missing out.
Can't diagnose me.
Girl,
I'm a gingerbread man.
It's too easy. Anthony shows up and he's been waiting at our place, Fabric World. Another store like a Piece Goods. Girl, I love a Piece Goods. Oh, Piece Goods. Oh, dear listeners, before Joann's, there was Piece Goods. Those buttons in the back.
It was heaven.
It was heaven. Well, Julia comes out in a jogging outfit, a black and pink jogging outfit. And
she looks great.
She does. And, Mary Jo's like, well, you should put on a coat or something, cover up a little bit. And Julia's starting to go and shoe shopping. And she's looking at shoes that cost 150 doll hairs.
Oh my gosh. In like 1990s dollars, that's a lot.
That's so much money. And
I do remember specifically that there used to be like news articles about that back then.
Yeah.
Can you believe how much sneakers cost now?
Those Reeboks were not that expensive though.
No,
they also were walking shoes. I know what those shoes are. They're flat soled. Like they weren't turned up. I know what. Anyway, Davita's here.
So are Davita's mountains. Do you think those are real?
I mean, they're hers.
I mean, I don't know. There was something that was strange about the placement of them that they just didn't quite.
I mean,
I don't know.
The thing is, I don't know if silicone would bend that. I think they were.
Like now that I think about it, it's less about the placement of it and now that I'm thinking more on it, it's more about where the bottom half, like her waistline, is cutting off, because it was so high that it made her breasts look so low.
Yeah.
That,
she was
that's
also
what it was.
the other part of that is she was also a very tall woman, and if
Yeah.
they were really that big, they are at her age going to
Yeah, so it makes more sense. But I was just like, there was a visual that was like bothering me. I was like, something about this doesn't look right, but it's because like the cutoff of that. She's wearing like a high waisted bottom.
Well, Davita's having a BYOC party.
What is that?
Bring your old carbs.
Girl, that sounds like a party we would
Girl,
go
isn't
to.
it? Look, hey, there's pasta with butter on it over there. Done.
And we ain't running tomorrow, bitches.
No, we're just going to eat pasta with butter all night. That's fine.
We gonna get up and have the leftover.
Maim's gonna have a little bit of popcorn. She's gonna be itchy all night, but it'll be fine.
I will be, girl, but it's okay. I'll rub myself some macaroni and cheese.
Just like that bar. What's that other bar in where you get the one where Rain performed that you got the popcorn inside?
The Infinity Lounge.
Yes, that has a random ass popcorn maker in there. Girl, that place it's fantastic. The drinks have alcohol in them.
Lots of alcohol.
God. Well, Davita's buying ankle weights, and Mary Jo wondered how she always kept from tipping over.
Oh. Would that be body shaming? That's a body shaming one.
So we're back at Sugar Baker's.
Sugar Bakers.
And Charlene notices Julia's desk is very disorganized.
That's not like her.
Mary Jo is snippy because she's a little jealous of Julia.
Mary Jo?
Yeah, because Julia was able to do something, and Mary Jo never sticks with anything. Julia...
Except for those two children.
Yeah. Julia's here, and we find out that Mary Jo has nothing to be jealous about because Julia's giving up running.
What?
She has shin splints, joint problems, athlete's foot, and her doctor even said that her ponytail makes her look like Gidget, which Charlene goes, "That's it, you look like Gidget." I don't think
Sally
she looks like Gidget.
Rolling in her... I didn't think so either.
No, Sally Field's still alive, how dare you?
No, I wasn't going to say that. Calm down.
Mary Jo says we are back where we started. And Suzanne looks around, gets up, moves, sits in another spot on the couch, says it's a whole new world from this angle. Do 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 do. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you find yourself a Miss Georgia World?
Oh, I'm going to give it to Julia in that running
that spandex outfit. That was fantastic.
She put drag queens to shame.
She did, girl.
So good.
Did you enjoy this episode, girl?
It was cute. It's
this is one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah,
this is like
cute, silly, no pressure.
Exactly, and just goofy the entire time. Yeah, it's great.
Plus, it's just nice to see Julia get to do stuff, because I feel like the longer the show went on, because she did silly stuff in the beginning and then she kind of stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's kind of like getting back to her doing silly stuff again, which is nice.
Oh, and I forgot, we even got a call out about her yoga in there too. That I forgot to mention. Well, girl, why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Sure. Hi, dear listeners. You can come see me hosting every Thursday night.
But is it you, the Auntie Maim, your favorite relation?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
I'm not good at branding. Hi, everybody. It's your Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. You can find me hosting every Thursday night at Amazing Colossal Karaoke, except for this Thursday night, which will be Art Basel. You can find me doing improv at the Villain Theater in Miami. And you can find me hosting the It's Happening Out show on It's Happening Out at YouTube and any of your other socials. If you want links to all that stuff, just go to I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. How about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all. I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me online at thedivinemissmims.com. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have a Patreon?
No.
That's right, dear listener. Go to patreon.com. Boom, boom, MrMahaffey. You can throw somebody a Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know we have another podcast?
Say what?
That's right. We have You Slay Me, our Murder She Wrote podcast, which we are definitely not recording tonight. And we have Over the Moon, our Moonlighting podcast, which we are definitely not recording tonight either. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Oh, and hold on, babe. You also get to see us at Elias the Drag if you become a patron.
Elias the Drag.
Hey, Maim, did you know that we have merchandise?
Yes.
That's right. If you go to MimsMaim.com, you can buy something, especially since it's the holiday season. Hey, Maim.
It's the holiday season. Yes.
Do you know what I love?
You love 5-star reviews.
That's right, dear listeners. I love 5-star reviews. If you like us and you're enjoying this mess, leave us one, especially this mess that we did right here tonight.
Today was a hot mess. Yes.
Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that they can reach out to us? Our listeners dear listeners can reach out to us. They can send us an email at mimsmaim@gmail.com or send us a text message at 704-380-0618.
Ooh.
Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you, Auntie Maim, not Noir, have anything else to add?
No.
Then just say goodnight, Maim.
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.